Yeah, it's fascinating too because I like to think of like something equivalent now would be like maybe SoFi Stadium. Like that's such a beautiful, massive stadium. And I wonder if like 2,000 years from now, would that still be there? You
Right.
know? Like
No.
the Roman Coliseum's like relatively still intact. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's
But-
what's crazy. Well, it's because it's made out of stone. All of our stuff, like cement, will rot out. There's no way cement lasts 1,000 years. All the glass, everything will just get absorbed back into the earth.
Dang.
Do you ever see that show? They had a show like, what was it on the History Channel or something like that, where it was After Humans, I think it was called, and it essentially showed how long it would take for cities to completely be absorbed back into the earth. It's not that long.
Yeah.
It's not that long. No, it's like a few hundred years, and there's nothing left.
Wow.
Yeah.
Actually seems like a good show.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting. You know, it was a while ago, so it was probably like shitty AI. It was shitty CGI. They could probably do it really good now.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you go to Detroit, there's houses in Detroit now that have trees growing out of the basement of the house through the roof.
Yeah.
Like they've taken over the house, and nature is slowly but surely absorbing the building. And then skyscrapers are a bigger endeavor, but nature could still do it. It just takes enough time.
That makes me, where my brain goes to is it makes me want to do a video where it's like, I bet you there's like a abandoned village or city that's been overgrown, and like doing a video titled like Last Human on Earth Simulation, and then like living there for a month or so and seeing what it's like. That'd be kind of cool. Kind of like the Will Smith movie back in the day. But
Right. Yeah.
that'd be so fascinating, like to, or maybe do it like with a contestant. Like, hey, if you spend 1 month, you know, in this like isolated civilization, like I'll give you $1 million or something, and then seeing how they like, you know, use 100-year-old buildings or something. I don't know. It's got my brain churning.
It's not a bad idea, like an I Am Legend type deal.
Yeah, but real, unscripted, exactly.
Right, real unscripted, but then also hire people to be zombies and haunt these people while
I
they're
love where your
sleeping.
gut brain goes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hire people, like CGI them up, scare
Yeah.
the fuck out of people.
I've been wanting to do that for a while, but I always get like hung up on like, okay, I can make some real zombies, but the problem is like, how do they kill them? And then, you know.
Well, the other problem is what happens if you're not telling these contestants that zombies are coming, you're just trying to get a reaction out of them. What if this guy thinks it's a real zombie and kills one of the people?
Yeah, well, we
know?
would tell him. I would have to say this is a zombie simulation, and and then I'd have to set rules on here's how you kill a zombie. You don't use a sword. You use this foam thing, and it's lame, which is why we never gone around to it. But if there ever was a way, I do think that would be cool to like recreate a actual zombie apocalypse and like let someone try to live in it for a week, because it'd just be cool, because everyone's exposure to this is through scripted shows,
right?
But to see someone like truly live in an unscripted one where we build rundown gas stations and there's like food that like we would say this is set in the year 2060, so I'd have set designers and everything design it where it like only Laffy Taffy still edible and stuff, and it was like a true recreation of it. I've always wanted to do stuff like that.
You could totally do that. There's a bunch of abandoned towns.
No, it's just the one thing we could never figure out is how does someone kill a zombie and it's not lame, right? Because imagine someone with a Nerf sword hitting a zombie. Ugh, now it's like, okay, this is fucking lame, you know?
Yeah. Maybe a paintball type deal.
Yeah, and that's where our head goes, because we have a different video, similar thing. But the problem with paintball and airsoft is then you have to wear a mask, right? Because you don't want people to get shot in the face, obviously, and then it kind of kills it.
Or yeah, unless the zombie masks were what was the protection.
Yeah, we put it over top of the paintball mask. That's true. Poor actors. They're gonna.
Or you just
burn
have
alive.
instead of like a regular paintball mask, have something that's just a hard structure that is like the shape of your face.
Exactly.
So
and
you make
paint
it
over
deform
top of
fits
it.
to your face, and then you give them goggles, something clear, so their eyes are protected, and then you do all the makeup on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I should hit you up for these zombie things. I can.
That actually would. There you
Yes,
go.
exactly that. Yeah.
That's perfect. That's an
Okay.
airsoft mask.
That'd be pretty cool. I mean,
Oh, dude, that's actually dope. Look at those masks, the half-face zombie ones.
yeah.
That's fucking dope. Like that would be terrifying. Coming at you in the middle of the night.
I mean,
and
hey,
you have to
if
shoot
anyone
those off.
listening wants to live in an abandoned town for 10 days while zombies try to kill you.
I think we're onto something now.
yeah,
now that I
honestly.
saw those masks, I'm like, okay, I like it, because that could be the zombies.
Well, where my head goes, because the videos are so big, right? This is probably a $5-10 million project. I probably would build this abandoned city, do I'm the last man on the planet, and it's like me there for some time, and then afterwards, like a couple months, like filmed then right afterwards, film a video where I give someone $1 million, they live there for 10 days, but they have to fend off zombies with their friends, so then we can reuse the set location. Because if I'm gonna completely set deck basically a whole city, oh my gosh, that's gonna be a monster. But yeah, if I did both those back to back, that'd actually be pretty gnarly and worth the effort.
I think I like the idea now.
Yeah.
Now that I see those masks. And I think about like paintball or something along those lines.
Well, what I'm picturing too is like ideally we can find a city with a skyscraper, because I want like someone with the long lens pointed down of like someone, picture them on a street. It's pitch black and they have like a fire and it's them and their 3 friends and then they hear noise and zombies and stuff. Like those shots would be so beautiful. Like that, I mean, it would probably be one of the most beautiful videos ever. And I'm picturing we put like vines like on all the buildings and stuff too. So
well, if you wanted no one around, it's going to be hard because you're going to have to do it in an abandoned place.
Exactly.
And you're not going to get an abandoned skyscraper.
Maybe.
Unless you're in Detroit.
Well, we also, it doesn't have to be in the U.S. We did a video 7 days in an abandoned city where there's like some place in Europe where there was a city that was like war torn and stuff like that. And it had like hotels and tall buildings and everything. It was pretty wild. So
really?
Yeah.
And there's no one in it now?
No one in it. Like tourists go there or whatever, but they let us close it off for a week. It was pretty crazy.
Well, that's the place then.
Yeah, I just wonder if they'll, it's a little bit of history there, so I doubt they'll let me go in and like set deck everything like crazy, but...
And also paintball everything.
Exactly, yeah. Well, with those masks, we could do airsoft, which would be maybe even easier. Well, actually, no, the problem with airsoft then is the trust system. You don't know if they got hit, so paintball is probably more effective.
Yeah, you need paintball.
Yeah.
You need paintball, and it needs to look good when it splatters against them.
I just, if someone on my team's watching this, just clip the last 10 minutes of this and send it to the creative team. I got you guys. I believe in you.
Is there another way to kill a zombie other than paintball that would be wild? Like, is there something else?
Well, one thing we've been working on, because I've always wanted to like do Hunger Games in real life as well, is so like these like suits where you could electronic like laser tag where you could just shoot and then it just like lights up. So
what about shotguns with bean bags? Because they use those for people to like take out. Like when the non-lethal loads, they have like bean bags that they shoot out of a shotgun.
The question I would need is like, if I shot you with it like 3 feet away, would you still be fine? I guess you could probably adjust the pressure and stuff where it's not.
Not really.
Okay, well.
You could, but you couldn't vary it.
See, this isn't Fear Factor. This is MrBeast.
I understand, but it's a gray line.
It's so funny. I need to give you a blunt and let you just help me cook on this video. I can see this
There's
is something you're interested
there.
in.
You just have to figure out an exciting way to kill them where it doesn't actually hurt the stunt people or whoever's wearing the masks, whoever pretends to be a zombie. It would have to be something. I was thinking light them on fire, but that's...
Could you pull up the 7 days abandoned city video and just skip to some random part? I'd love for him to see how it looks, because that with what you're picturing, and that really would be something you can't find anywhere else. And that's what gets me excited, is when it's content you can't find anywhere else. That's typically a huge indicator that if it's done well, people like it.
Have you seen the show From?
I don't think so. No.
It's great show, but it's about these people.
Wait, look at that shot. Pause it right there. So that's just one random building, but you can maybe go to the intro or something if you want to just show them this whole place. Like, look at these buildings.
Oh my God, this is perfect.
Yeah, and then if you pause it there, those are all the buildings in the city. And
oh, dude, this is the spot. Listen, the show starts at sundown every night.
Okay.
As soon as the sun goes down, that's when the games begin. Nothing happens until it gets dark out.
Okay.
Everything is in the dark. And these people have no idea when it's going to happen, when they're going to get hit. And so they try to get their sleep whenever they can. But you keep them awake during the day with tasks. You keep them away. So during the day, they have all sorts of materials, they have supplies, they have all sorts of things, and they have to figure out how to protect themselves, how to develop shelter, alarm systems for when the zombies are close. You give them,
really?
Yeah, give them time to figure out stuff to do to keep the zombies away, and a limited amount of materials that they can work with, and just let these people get creative in their ingenuity. But then you keep so that they'll be busy during the day, so they're not going to be able to sleep. So at nighttime, when it gets dark out, then they don't know when it's going to hit. So you have these people sitting around, and it might be 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m., and then 3 in the morning, shit starts
30
happening.
zombies come in, and they got to shoot them all with paintballs.
And they're creeping in.
Yeah.
Like, they're creeping in.
Bro, you're getting me excited. I mean, it would be so fucking cool to, like, let them build a structure or something, and then, like, in I'm Legend, where he has to point the lights because they hate lights, but, like, at nighttime, like, they'll have to, we can hide lights throughout the city that they'd have to collect and then set up so they have good vision around their fort and everything, and then they have, like, you know, cycles where they take turns watching and stuff.
Yeah.
And then we only send the zombies out theoretically at night or whatever the structure would be, so they have chill time. Or maybe every night 40 zombies are unleashed, and then so they're like, they shot like 35 of them, but they're like, oh shit, there's 5 hidden around the city. So that day while they're walking around, they're like on edge, and the tension throughout the day would be phenomenal. Yeah, there's so many cool ways to do it.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them that the zombies are only going to come out at night.
Yeah.
Just have it that way.
I'm excited. We need to stop talking about this because I'm going to leave and go film it right now.
And then
I'm fighting the urge to go call my team.
You also, with the zombies, they can come out in the daytime. These people don't know because they never do it.
True. Like the first 5 days, it's only at night.
Yeah.
And then day 6,
exactly.
Boom.
So people get snatched up in the middle of their house.
Oh, this company we used before as Gel Blaster. It's almost like airsoft, but it doesn't hurt as bad.
Oh, it shoots water?
And these vests that they have set up are sensors, so you can almost like what you're saying. It's like VR, laser tag.
So it lights up when you hit it?
Yeah, and there's like a whole talking system that says like you have this many shots left, you have this much energy left.
Can we see a video?
Yeah.
Is this a video?
We did this at night at somebody's house.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
When did you do this?
A couple months ago.
Oh, nice.
I don't... oh, shit. It's only coming out.
Wait, actually, now that you...
Bad music, but...
You pointed out, I have seen like Nerf gel blasters. I actually never thought of that.
So I mean, you could just redo the suits so that it makes sense.
Yeah, and then reskin the guns because those look a little lame. Yep. But yeah, that would be.
It's kind of lame.
It already exists.
Yeah. I kind of like shotguns with beanbags.
I think we all can easily picture the aesthetic you're looking for. I have to find the blend between Joe's like recreation of this video and like what I could actually do. But I actually am more inspired than ever. I think it's very doable.
It's very doable. Yeah. You just have to figure out a way to make it exciting, but still not hurt anybody.
Exactly.
That's
really
not hurt the zombies. You'd have to like armor these people up somehow.
I mean, well, the thing too is like, you know, one thing that would help is like if the zombies were ex-Navy SEALs or something. Then it's a little different than if they were like typical Hollywood actors and things like that. So I've learned for like some of these other things, like it's also who you cast to do it. Like, you know, the Navy. If it was like Navy SEAls dressed up as zombies and I paid them well, you know, they wouldn't care.
It could be like a zombie army, like an army. Some army somewhere got taken over and turned into zombies, and those are the people you're fighting against. So you could put them with like plate carriers on, and you know, you could armor them up a little bit so they could take some hits,
have some lore behind it.
It would make sense too.
I'm sold. I just gotta find an abandoned city.
Give them glowing eyes. And that's the only way you know they're
This whole
out there.
podcast is gonna be Joe helping me figure out how to do zombies.
Dude, it would be fucking terrifying.
It would
Imagine
be awesome.
there's people that are in like this city. There's no lights. There's no electricity. And then at nighttime, it goes dark. And maybe they have flashlights, but each flashlight only has like 1 hour of battery life. And so you have to like judiciously use that flashlight throughout the evening
to shine it around.
Shut it up, you know. So you give them like a little extra tension that the flashlight's gonna die because you only have 1 hour of flashlight battery.
Yeah.
And then you see these red eyes, like you give them like a slightly glowing red eye.
Yeah.
And that's how you can find the zombies.
True, that would be cool.
Yeah.
And
so you just look out into the woods.
Yeah.
And I can see the fucking eyes, man. You see the eyes.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
And the other thing too would be, because I go to like how do we execute it? We could do it too where like there's like every day at like a certain period we pull off all the dead zombies which are humans and we just swap them with like I can have recreated versions of them there. So there's like actual zombie bodies like piling up and things like that. So as the video progresses, they're like literally stepping over to like mannequins that are set decked identically how the people were, so when they die, and then they're just like literally stepping on zombies as they go building to building. That'd be crazy.
That would be crazy.
You know, and actually, because if I put $1 million,
and you make chalk outlines around the zombies, so you can identify the fact that this one's a dead zombie.
Or no, don't. Screw it. You know, let that be the fun part. But then if we put like a crazy prize on it, we could do, you only get the prize, or maybe the prize is split amongst everyone who survives the whole 10 days or whatever. And then it's like to really build up like this crescendo at the end, we could have it where the final day there's a massive invasion coming or something. So it's like the whole time. It's what if like every day more and more came? So day 1 it was 10, day 2 was 20, and then 50, and then I'm like, you know, we're gonna have 400 zombies come on the final day. So the whole video they're prepping for this like Game of Thrones type invasion.
Not only that, but the people that get killed by the zombie, we think they're out of the game, but they actually become zombies. Ooh. So when you think you won at the end, now the final game is you're competing against the zombies. The zombies who can't win because they're already dead, but they can make you lose.
Yeah, and they know you're for it. You know what would actually be even crazier is if instead of, well, you know, maybe we have Navy SEALs as the zombies, but also what if the contestants are like ex-Navy SEALs too, so they have like real strategy and stuff like that. That would be cool.
Just get the most badass people that you can get for this zombie thing, like survivalists, martial artists.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah, that would be crazy.
Dude.
Actually, that's not bad. Like, you know, a UFC champion, Navy SEAL, like Taekwondo, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, all right, what happens if you put 6 experts in different fields together and simulate a real zombie apocalypse?
Right.
You have 50 acres of this abandoned city sealed off. We set decked it all. And every day a wave of zombie that gets bigger and bigger until the big crescendo at the end hits. And if you survive it all, you split $1 million.
I think the really difficult challenge is figuring out a way to kill zombies that's not lame.
Exactly.
And doesn't hurt anybody. Actually doesn't kill people.
I love how that's your second thought process, but of course,
But it has to, because if you're hitting them, even with the gel soft, it look kind of cool, but it's like pew, pew, pew.
Exactly.
Pew, pew, pew. No, it's got to be ba-bang, ba-bang.
And I could add those sounds in post, but we're big fans of practical, so I'd have my team take apart the guns and see if there's some way they can make it, even though it's shooting the gel, like make it go bang, bang, and then add like the effects, and we'd have to reskin the guns to look like real guns. And
it would have to be it doesn't have to look like real guns, because it could be a gun from the future. You know,
but that's lame. When you think of zombie apocalypse, you think it has to look like a gun that they grab from some dude's safe that they found in a house, right? That's what a zombie apocalypse is to me.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it would have to look like a real gun. So that's why I like the shotguns with the beanbags. And also with a shotgun, like, you're only going to get so many shells. Like, you like, as long as you don't have one of those big, like, Terran tactical ones that has actually a magazine, it can hold like 15 rounds. If you can, I think a regular shotgun, like a Benelli, what can you put? How many shells can you put in one of those? I think 6. I think maybe 6. Something like that is good too. You have a limited amount of bullets, and reloading is hard. We just got to find out. Like, maybe if it was like 20 gauge, maybe it was like 20 gauge shotgun, like bird shot with a beanbag. Maybe that wouldn't fuck people up, but it would make a big bang.
Yeah.
And you'd be hitting them. And if you could find a way to light up wherever they got hit, like if you could put them in some sort of a suit where when they get hit, there's like gel packs.
There's no way you can shoot shotguns at people.
Yeah.
There's just not possible.
Not a real one.
You're so wrong.
But here he's living in his utopia. I haven't seen his eyes light up like this in years. Let him have fun.
No.
Just stuck to like a gun at a person.
Okay, well, I don't know a lot about shotguns, so let's find out.
I'm never gonna have someone point a real shotgun at someone else, but yeah.
Yeah, you will. Trust me, we're gonna work this out.
Oh, you want to help co-direct
I'm gonna help.
Yeah, you'll actually see in like the background of one shot, Joe,
just like this.
He's like, yeah. It's like the Navy SEAls are fighting off the zombie apocalypse.
I want to be one zombie one night.
Yeah, he's
I'll
like,
sneak in.
Everyone's like, who's that bald guy over there? That's just like, oh, fuck yeah.
Shotgun damage on a zombie, you have to blow their head off, right? How would you?
Oh god.
Well, this is the
don't
question.
Even get him started. He's gonna be talking about hit damage for 20 minutes.
Forever.
Well, it depends on what kind of zombie. Like Walking Dead zombies are so stupid. You get stabbed in the head with a pencil and they die. Remember, it was just going through the head because they would shoot them with those crossbows, and like crossbow wouldn't even kill a person. Like with those field tips, they're using field tips. This is basically like a pencil going through you. It's not like a broadhead. Like if you shot an animal with a crossbow, you would use a broadhead, which is a big sharp blade that cuts a giant channel through an animal.
Gotcha.
What those things are using is target points. Like that dude in The Walking Dead, it would drive me nuts because he would shoot him in the head. And It would just stick in their head, and then they'd be
It's
dead.
so
Like,
funny because
get the fuck out of here.
I watched the same thing and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Different audience.
Well, it's just all it takes is like one arrow to go into your head and you're dead if you're a zombie.
Yeah,
Like,
totally.
what
One arrow.
The fuck is this is nonsense.
Yeah, right, guys. Watch. Yeah, one arrow in the head. You wouldn't die.
The thing is, humans have lived through arrows through the head like that, accidentally gotten shot in the head with a bow and arrow and with a field tip and lived because it basically just. It's like a pencil going through your head.
Really?
The way people die from an arrow is hemorrhage. You die from massive hemorrhage, and it's usually because there's a blade. So like this is what the Native Americans used to use.
But that's wide.
This is actually yes.
Okay.
That's an actual arrowhead.
Yeah.
But the thing about this is when it's attached to a stick, this is cutting, so it's causing hemorrhage inside the body. The little field tip doesn't do that.
And the field tip wouldn't puncture enough veins where you just bleed to death?
Maybe.
Yeah.
But most likely not.
Really?
I mean, if it went through your heart, yeah, you'd be dead. But if it just goes through like this side of your lungs and pokes out your back, you'll live.
Wow.
Yeah.
Would you want to live?
You would be in pain. It would suck.
Yeah.
It would certainly suck. But it's not like getting hit with a broadhead. My point is, I don't remember my point. But if I had a point, it would be there's got to be a level of shotgun that's what is the lowest powered shotgun available? It's not I know 20 gauge is light. I've used those before for like shooting clay pigeons, and I've used 12 gauges. You don't want to get hit with a 12 gauge, even if it's a beanbag.
410 bore. Smallest gauge, equivalent to a 67 gauge shotgun.
Oh, here we go. Now we're talking. That's a bitch ass round.
Oh God.
Let's see what that looks like.
You're so
Funny. Let's see what a 410 gauge shotgun or 67 gauge shotgun looks like when they shoot
like
it.
a bullshit gun. It looks like it's gonna still hurt.
No, you'll be fine.
Okay, can I test it on you?
Yeah, just give me a plate carrier, and if you're gonna use a beanbag, yeah, because that's what I'm thinking. Like if you have a chest plate, so a plate carrier is bulletproof.
Miss?
Yeah, but what are you gonna hit? Everything you'll cover up. You'll cover up the shoulders and the arms. You give them like military style armor, like body armor, because none of this is gonna penetrate. So if it's a beanbag round, what it is just like it's basically a bag that's gonna like shoot out of the shotgun and blast you. But they're not lethal. Let me see what it looks like.
I don't know which one
just go to a video. Just go to a video of lowest powered shotgun. Well, that's weird looking. That's cool. That one looks cool.
That one does
It's not
cool.
exactly what
That's a revolver shotgun.
Yeah, that's dope. I've never seen one of those before.
Huge power, it says.
Interesting.
Yeah, the title is
that's
smallest but
Yeah.
deadliest shotgun.
Yeah, I think it's smallest in terms of like the size of it, not the round itself.
Yeah, this isn't. I did ask for lowest powered, but that's not what people want to click on videos.
I know,
for.
psychos.
I feel like most people who buy shotguns are looking for shotguns that don't.
Well, how
kill
about
people.
this? Look up 67 gauge shotgun.
Oh, I had done that here.
And does it show you a video of that? Okay, let's see what it says. Let me see what it looks like when it's shooting.
It says it's a 12 gauge.
Oh, that's a big.
Yeah, that's. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Also, they're like modified 12 gauges.
That's a lot.
I just don't. What the point? The shotgun isn't going to kill a zombie.
Yeah, but it could in this game, Jamie.
I know, but you have to get so close to get a fucking headshot or whatever. So it's more fun to like get snipers and grenades and.
I don't know if you have to use
knives.
headshots. This little kid's gonna shoot a shotgun.
Yes.
So okay, let me see. Can you give me some volume? Let me hear this. Back that up a little bit. Yeah, that's what we need. We need that kind of shotgun with like a beanbag round or
right.
rock salt.
I got it. The team, they're listening. They're on it.
Yeah, something where it makes an impact. There's a sound like a gun going off, but you can't really kill anybody with it.
Yeah.
This is totally possible, dude. You'd have to have like very strict safety protocols in the set, though, because one of the things when I first moved to LA in like 1994, there was a guy that a friend of mine actually knew who was an actor who was on a set who took a gun that had a blank in it and thought it'd be funny to just put the thing to his head and pull the trigger. And he didn't realize that just the actual air coming out of the gun, if you put it right to your head, is lethal. And he blew his brains out.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, with a blank. He just didn't.
I mean, or like the Alec Baldwin situation. And,
Yeah, that was actually probably negligence because it seems like there was an error where they were using like real rounds, and then they would take the same guns. They would use like real rounds on a range, and then take the same guns and bring them to set, and they didn't clear everything. Yeah. So I don't know who's responsible for that. I don't know what ultimately came out of that, but you're never supposed to point a gun, even if it's not loaded. You're never supposed to point a gun at someone, ever. In movies now, like if you and I were doing a movie.
I'm like so hesitant to this whole shotgun thing. Welcome back to reality, Joe.
we're going to be fun. Okay. In movies, you're supposed to, like if I was shooting at you in a movie, I'm really supposed to shoot over here.
Yeah.
And I think that came out of the movie The Crow, because Bruce Lee's son died because there was something that was in the gun itself. It wasn't even a bullet that killed him. It was like there was a particle or something that hit him from the blank.
When there's effects and CG and everything's so good now too, like you probably don't even have to put a blank in there. You just overlay the sound effect and put the effect in. No one would even be able to tell sometimes too.
That's true, but you want something that's scary for the actual people.
And the recoil and stuff. Yeah, so it's more real. True.
Like a really light shotgun.
And I guess even if you know it's a blank, like having a gun pointed at you, as an actor makes you, feel more in the situation too, probably.
Well, just rock salt. If you have a really light shotgun, even if it's a 20 gauge with rock salt, it would suck. It would sting. But if you've got these guys all protected, and you could find a way where when it hits them, like you have gel packs on them or something.
Yeah.
So if you have them all, they're in like these like tattered looking white outfits, right? And when you hit them, there's red gel packs underneath and they splatter.
Yeah.
And you could, if you get a direct